Good morning and welcome back to Sunday Storytime here on Gaming with ADHD, where we are continuing our read-through of Star Wars Scoundrel's Luck, a solitaire adventure set in the West End Games Star Wars universe. Now, if this is your first time here, I will have a link in the description. Please go back to the first video. There is a complete playlist of all of the videos that I've done so far, so that way you know exactly where we're at in the story. But when you're done, make sure you come back to this video, leave a comment so that way we know where to go next. This is a choose your own adventure style story, and so I'm leaving it up to you, the viewers, to decide what choices are made as we go along. So, with that said, make sure you're subscribed. Don't want you missing out on any future videos. But with that said, let's get into the story. So, when we last left Han Solo, he had just returned to the Millennium Falcon after chasing a droid. And he has two choices. He could leave for Mos Eisley immediately, or he can contact his acquaintance for more information. So, based on the votes, we are going to go and see what's up with Han's acquaintance. So let's go ahead and click that. Blaster pistol strapped firmly to his hip, Han heads for the seamy side of Ord Mantell. Chewbacca carries his bowcaster. Where they are going, unarmed beings attract more attention than armed ones. The pilot asks the hired speeder to drop them off in front of Mama's, Ord Mantell's version of a smuggler's guild. Fog shrouds the night, as it always does near Mama's. Han feels jumpy and tense. Strange things come out of the fog in this neighborhood. To both sides of Mama's, signs advertising similar establishments create misty red, green, and blue halos every 10 meters. Laughter rings somewhere deep in the streets, but it is a sinister sort, hardly joyous. Two Gamorrean mates stand beneath the blue light of Mama's sign. They look toward Han and Chewbacca expectantly, drool dripping from their sharp tusks. Chewie rumbles under his breath about the green hog-like mercenaries. Alertly, one swings his massive horned head around to observe the spacer's approach. His companion tenses his heavy body, but makes no overt move. When the two smugglers ignore them, the Gamorreans do not hinder the pair's passage. Inside, smugglers of every size and description patiently converse and await contracts. Two barmaids, one a Twi'lek, the other Togorian, serve drinks. A holographic entertainment console plays the latest music shorts. The bartender keeps the volume at a very precise level, loud enough to prevent eavesdropping, but not so loud that conversationalists must shout. As Han steps through the doorway, a camera drops from the ceiling and inspects first his face, then Chewbacca's. When he moves to the bar, the human bartender greets him. Han Solo, he says. It's been what? The bartender's eyes drop behind the counter. 4-year standard? How's your ship, His eyes drop again. Millennium Falcon. Han leans over the bar. As he suspected, the man is consulting an artificial memory. The memory uses a camera to scan Han's face, then displays his data file on a small screen behind the bar. Nice setup, comments Han, but you need some practice. The man shrugs. It's another of Mama's scams. Says it increases return business. I need to talk to Mama, Han says. The man's eyes drop to the screen. I see that you know the way. Nodding, the Corellian gives the man 100 credits. Then he works his way through the crowded bar, seated behind a spacious gray desk in a dark room. Mama barely looks up as Han and Chewie enter. She belongs to a race Han cannot name and has never encountered except in this room. Her immense hairless head rests atop a tiny bipedal body. She carries a good fifth of her body weight in her skull. Her large black eyes never close or blink, and her temples throb as if the act of thinking requires physical exercise. After Han explains his problem, Mama nods. 70% probability your challenger is an unknown smuggler hoping to beat the Millennium Falcon and make a name for herself. Recommendation: proceed to Mos Eisley with all haste. Contingent probabilities: 80% say that she has already left Ord Mantell, 75% that she will return your friend unharmed. And if she's not a rookie, Han asks, what then? Imperial Trap, 15%. Ransom demand, 10%. Unknowable, 5%. Recommendation for further investigation? Contact these 4 outfitters: Hondo Bador, Cabot Lam, Nevid Dahan, and Baril Ada. Each has recently outfitted a new starship. Concluded. Thanks, the pilot says, turning to Chewbacca. We have time to meet only one, otherwise we'll lose the race for sure. The Wookiee considers, then rumbles a name. So, we've got a couple of choices here. We can either choose one of these contacts: Hondo Bador, Cabot Lam, Nevid Dahan, or Baril Ada. Go ahead and comment down below if you'd like me to choose one of those contacts. Or you can say, screw it, get back to the Falcon, and the race is on. So make sure you put your comment down below. If you enjoyed the video, please do also give it a thumbs up. I'd love to get some feedback on this. But regardless, thanks for watching, and tune in next week for the next portion of Smuggler's Luck.